Welcome to Afu Sustainable Solutions, where we unpack the everyday issues shaping our cities and communities. Here, we identify the gaps that disrupt progress, explain why they matter, and explore realistic solutions. Today, we are examining the incident at the Mile 2 Bridge, Nkwen, Bamenda, and unmasking the invisible gap stalling our path to sustainable development. The reconstruction of the Mile 2 Bridge in Bamenda was intended to be a sign of urban renewal. As part of this infrastructure project, the original bridge was demolished, replaced by a temporary makeshift crossing to maintain traffic flow during the works. However, on a Thursday plagued by torrential rainfall, this interim solution failed. The surge of water swept away approximately 10 citizens, turning a site of progress into a scene of mourning. This incident is not merely an unfortunate accident, it is a case study in the subtle overlooked hindrances that prevent sustainable development from taking root. This unfortunate story goes beyond just a failed temporary structure. It exposes a fundamental flaw in how we manage public assets. The very fact that the project is a reconstruction suggests that the initial investment failed to stand the test of time. Sustainable development is predicated on the idea of long-term durability. When a bridge must be rebuilt prematurely, it represents a massive wastage of resources. Every franc spent fixing the previous engineering or planning lapse is a franc diverted from areas that currently have no infrastructure at all. We are caught in a cycle of redundant spending, where we pay twice for the same progress because the first attempt lacked the integrity to last. Beyond the physical wastage, the aftermath of the Mile 2 incident highlighted a significant mindset gap that stalls accountability. In the wake of the tragedy, some onlookers attributed the event to the gods not being appeased. While cultural heritage is vital, using the supernatural to explain away technical or administrative failures is a direct hindrance to development. If a community accepts fate or divine anger as the cause of a structural collapse, the pressure on planners to improve safety standards vanishes. Superstition in this context acts as a sedative that prevents us from demanding better drainage, more resilient materials, and rigorous risk assessments. You cannot audit a deity, but you can and must audit a project manager. Before we go any further, here's a quick reminder of what Afu Sustainable Solutions stands for. This channel exists to identify the imbalances holding development back and to explore practical people-centered solutions. If these conversations matter to you, like, share, and subscribe. Now let's get back into it. This lack of accountability is further complicated by a modern social crisis, the digital bystander effect. As the water carried victims away, the immediate reaction of some was to document the horror on smartphones for social media engagement. This shift from neighborly rescue to content creation signals a breakdown in social sustainability. A society that prioritizes likes over the immediate preservation of human life is a society with a fractured foundation. True development requires social cohesion. Without a collective sense of responsibility for one another's safety, infrastructure alone cannot provide security. To bridge these gaps, we must prioritize three core solutions: proper planning, a mindset shift, and genuine empathy. Proper planning requires that temporary structures are engineered with the same rigor as permanent ones, accounting for seasonal realities to end the waste of reconstruction. A mindset shift is equally vital. We must move from superstitious deflections towards a culture of logic and technical accountability. Finally, we must reclaim our empathy, ensuring that our first instinct in a crisis is to protect our neighbor rather than document their struggle. Sustainable development is not just about concrete, it is about a society that thinks clearly and cares deeply. Ultimately, the tragedy at Mile 2 proves the sustainable development is a three-legged stool. It requires financial efficiency, a mindset rooted in logic, and a culture of human empathy. Until we address the re in reconstruction, move past superstitious deflections, and reclaim our communal values, we are simply building over old problems rather than solving them.